up, guys? It's Forest KI7QCF. We are at Lower Hobble Creek. You guys know my favorite spot. So I haven't been here in a while. When I say a while, I mean like a week or two. I kind of prefer the Uinta Wasatch National Forest. It's got shade, and it's a little bit closer to my house, and it's got picnic tables. So this is kind of roughing it, but it's definitely not my first time. Let's go back to my roots a little bit. One of my first antennas ever, my favorite antenna. I just don't really use verticals that much anymore. And I'm surprised how wet this is. I think I went through a car wash yesterday. That's got to be why this is wet. So hopefully there's nothing wrong with it. But yeah, I think I kind of got away from verticals a little bit, being in Utah, being up against mountains. Like, if I try to use this at Uinta National Forest, no shot at all. Well, where I go, Uinta National Forest is probably millions of acres, hundreds of thousands of acres at least. But where I go, it's not a good spot for vertical. That's one nice thing about this spot is how wet the soil is. It's probably not good for grounding, but my ground spike's going really good. I will link these tables. This is the Helinox. My good buddy W4L00, Paul, he just barely got the same table. And he got the chair, which I want to get their chair at some point. But this Kelty chair, this chair works really well. I actually noticed Mike N4FFF and N4BKY, Mike and Becky ham radio duo. I'm sure all of you guys know who they are. They have this same chair, but like the dual one that they both sit in. And this is a really great chair. But when I first got into POTA, I kind of just got the Amazon specials. So this is like the Amazon special. It's like a $30 table, whereas this one's a lot more money. And the saying, buy it nice or buy it twice, that's definitely true. This is much higher quality, and this one's kind of already, I can see it kind of dwindling on me a little bit. I don't think it'll last me, this Amazon one, I don't think it'll last me too many POTA seasons. But, you know, I actually haven't been using this setup a ton recently because we went to Wasatch National Forest, and they have picnic tables. And other than that, I typically, and frankly, it's a campground. But when I'm at Utah Lake State Park, which is, I'm on this lower Hubble Creek leaks into, leaks isn't the right word, runs into a Utah Lake. So that state park I go to has picnic tables, but it's $20 per visit. So I learned pretty quickly I should have got a season pass, because I've already spent more than the season pass in park visits, not only there, but multiple Utah state parks. But I will happily pay those fees because I just love POTA. POTA is my favorite thing on planet Earth. We'll take a look at the camera here in a second. Well, I'm excited to show you guys the radio today. 'Cause a little bit closer. And the sun might be kind of creating some shadows. Why on earth is that falling over? Yeah, this is a bad angle for the sun. Sorry, guys. CFT1. 12-volt Bio-NO. Even though the Chelegans is resonant, I always use a tuner because I get a way better match. And I KM4 CFT paddle. I'll put you guys over here for a sec. But yeah, I have no issues going QRP when I'm out here in the open like this. I'm not going to go QRP at Uinta National Forest where I go anymore. I just get stuck. So I tried to go 20 watts yesterday and I got in trouble. I went 70 and I was activated in like 5 minutes. So just depends on my propagation and where I'm located. I'm really excited to be on the CFT1 again. This is a great little transceiver. And it would not be a case KI7 QCF activation if there wasn't already something I forgot. And the thing I forgot is, never mind, I did not forget it. So, sorry guys, this will be an unorthodox activation. I'm actually not going to be heading back to my truck today. Maybe I won't speak too soon. We'll see. Listen to that receiver. Is there anything better? Oh, I totally lied. I am gonna grab my new clock I told you guys about. You guys see that okay? I can't tell. Looks like the sun's hitting it. This is the issue with operating outdoors. Alright, let's get tuned up. You guys watching me? I can't get it tuned. Maybe I need to strengthen this guy out. QRL was more so a formality there. I know that frequency is clear because I've been listening to it for a minute. But this thing is pretty much already a match, so I'm curious why that's not already tuning up. But we'll try it again. By the way, I'm up at 14099. Hey, if there's something you don't know about me yet, is I'm super open to feedback. So if there's a better way to use the T1 tuner, on like my QMX for example, there's a tune function, so I just click it and my ATU10, it'll just tune right up. With these tuners or like manual tuners, you have to supply carrier, and sometimes those need some work. So I hope I'm not demonstrating poor amateur practice. I'm trying to put content out there that's valuable and hopefully displaying the proper way to do it. Guys, I really hope you can see my new, I think, see in the camera to me that looks like it's getting washed out by the sun. So we'll see. Sorry if that's not super visible. But I know this frequency is clear. I'm gonna start calling QRL, or CQ I mean. I think if I hold it, it keeps going. This might be my best sounding radio, hands down. Hey, that's my buddy in Oklahoma. Would you guys believe me if I told you he's 13 years old? Listen to him. Geez, I'm fat fingering on a... Okay, we are in the log with 2 Oklahoma stations. Yeah, I screwed up that second call sign. I'm not gonna lie, I got KJ5CMP and then I was expecting Josiah, my buddy Josiah, right after him, so I copied WD and it was 80, not WD. But I got the Russell Amateur Radio Club 85 OK. So that might have been Josiah using the club call sign there, or could have been Isaiah still. If you guys are watching, let me know. But sorry I screwed up the call there. Couple 599 signals coming to me from Oklahoma. What's that country song? Ain't No Love in Oklahoma? I might be screwing that up. Yeah, not a good sign so far with my vertical. I did get the 599 Oklahoma, but so I'm gonna move down because I'm having a lot of kind of bad luck up here. So I'm gonna go see if I can hear my buddy. I see my buddy Paul is right through that canyon. I really doubt we have line of sight. I was just talking about my buddy Paul, so I'm gonna see if I can go get to park with him. 140605. No way. Check this out. Please. Let's go, Paul. that just made my day. That's awesome. So for context, Paul's become a good buddy. You know, I don't know a ton of local CW guys, but he's one of the ones. He's out of Park City, so he's gosh, I gotta think. Is he at Deer Creek? Was he at Jordanelle? He's at a park I've activated before because I've activated both of those. But we are, you know, I'll try to show you guys. So he's that little cusp, you know, through this canyon. That's Provo. You kind of have the Provo River there. That's Mount Tim. So he's through there at Jordanelle. So the lone time Paul and I have worked each other is he actually hunted me, I think, from his residence, his QTH in Park City, while I was at Jordanelle, which made sense from a line of sight perspective. But here, you know, on Lower Hubble Creek, I'm a pretty good distance from Jordanelle, but we got it done 599. Our signal is obviously 20 meters were line of sight, but that makes me very, very happy. And I know I have to imagine Paul had a smile on his face too when he heard park to park KI7 QCF. So that's a lot of fun. So let me, I'm just going to establish myself on a frequency down here. Sounds pretty clear, but let's just hang out for a minute. And I don't think I have I don't think I've hunted Jordanelle, obviously. Because I definitely, for context, you know, I live 10 minutes east from here. but I've never heard him, and I listen to him all the time, and I've never heard him at these parks he hits by his QTH. So fun to come here and get it done. Kind of funky conditions today. Sorry. Fingers. Look at my buddies coming to me back to back. Guys, I've done something today I've never done, which is 7 QSOs in a row, 599. And I don't think everyone's 599. It's just the receiver on this is so good. I'm just like, oh wow, they sound great. And there's some QSBs, some guys are fading. You know, Tim was mobile, so he kind of went in and out. But I'm like, I'm just telling everyone they're 5.9 because of how good this receiver sounds. So Jonathan, good job, man. KM4CFT, go get your, sorry for moving the camera so much. I know that's probably incredibly annoying. Try to this where you guys can see it. I promise I won't move it again. But everyone asks me what camera I use, and so Tim, if you're watching, you'll notice the camera died the split second before you came to me, so when the camera turned back on, I was sending back to you. That's how often this camera crashes, especially in direct heat like this. Did I do that backwards? I did. Sorry, I wrote that up backwards. There's my buddy Josiah. I got the whole Russell family today. It's pretty sweet. Okay, we're park activated, guys. We'll maybe do one or two more if they come to me, but we're gonna wrap up. This is a quick lunch break activation, so we'll do this last 10 CQ calls and see if I get anyone. If I don't, we'll wrap up because we are park activated. Jeez. He's weak enough, he doesn't get the 5.9. He's my first non-5.9 of the day. But I'm telling you guys, this receiver is so good, I can still hear him, and he's nowhere near 5.7. This is a true CW field transceiver, QRP, because it likes to send QRP and it likes to receive QRP. And I'm not saying WJ0L is QRP, but he sure was down in the mud. So sorry, Randy, you were much more so, I'd give you a 5 on readability, but you were definitely a 2 or a 3 on signal strength. I think you actually started out stronger and then faded. Did I lose you there, Mark? Maybe I screwed up his call sign. I think he might have said HRE is what he is. There he is. Alright. Sometimes I'll try to formally sign off that way if there's any question on the call sign, but I sent his call sign probably 7 or 8 times, so I think I got it right. But thanks for joining me, guys. This was a fun field activation today at my Kilo park. This is the only park I have a Kilo at. We were on the Chelegans, as you guys saw. performed pretty good today. It was a little slower, but I did get park activated, I think 22, 23 minutes. When I'm QRP, I'll take that any day of the week. I was handing out 599s like I was running a DXpedition. But you know, that CFT1 just sounds so good. So it wasn't until the end there that I had to get real and tell some guys, hey, you know what, you're not quite a 599. But thanks for joining me, guys. Fun to do a little lunch break activation. I'm gonna pack up, head home, and I'll be back out soon. So see you guys next time.
Girl, pull over when I see that sexy face.